Las Vegas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Tannehill on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. The pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger to swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Raiders nothing.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Wilkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller, 35 yards. Now the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, Not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On first down, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Titans first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On first down, Tannehill. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Draw play. This is Henry. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, Henry running right through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. On third down, Roethlisberger. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's got a first down past the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Check 50, check 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 38 yards. And the from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it will tie our game here in the third. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 17, Tannehill. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got this down to the 35. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's Jacobs. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product Harold Landry. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Roethlisberger.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Now Ben.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go full vertical, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Ben gonna throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
56. Alert, 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 alert. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Like 56.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there,